What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to transform Fanstoys version of pipes, I believe he's called tubes, from robot mode to vehicle mode, and then from vehicle mode back to robot mode. So to start the process, I'm going to start with the legs, and to do this you have to untab this panel. You're going to grab a foot just as leverage, and you're going to untab this full section here. And you want to combiner wires, which has been utilized quite a bit in transformers recently, and you want to make sure that this tabs right in to this section. There we go. You can hear that click. And you just close up the leg section again, fold down this tab, bring in the foot, and you can go ahead then and slide in the toe section, so it just collapses in like that. So do that again. You want to flip up this panel, rotate it out the foot, just to give you a bit more to hold on to collapse that, or to unfold this bit of the leg. And we're going to, you can see it's going on this hinge. You're going to rotate this up. Yeah, so one side's a wee bit easier than the other sometimes. So you're getting this peg right there, that one there, and that's going to go into a slot right in here. So this slot. What I've found is that when you push this bit down and bring this in, and there you go. Hear that click? So now what you do is bring this leg panel back up into place, fold down this tab, rotate in the foot, collapse the toes. Then you can line up the two legs and connect them together. Next, what you want to do is untab this gun slash pipe, whatever you want to call it, and you can see this little cutout. So you want to rotate that so that it's on this side. You want the fist to be there. So then you open this little panel up, rotate the fist inside, and that should just close around. You just bend at the elbow, leave that there. So again, untab this section. What you want to do is rotate round so the flat section is facing towards this part, and then you want to rotate the fist so it is also facing, the fingers are facing out towards this bit. Next, you want to open up this panel and just encapsulate the hand and close that down. Now if you haven't got this bit lined up properly, it won't close, so you'll know when you have it, it should just close with ease. And just bend at the elbow. Next, you want to bring out the head just on that hinge joint right there. It just gives you a bit more clearance. Next, you want to untab. You can see this tab right there goes into the back. So you want to untab that. You can lift this up and then untab this top panel here. And that should just lift out of your way like that. Next up, you have these little bits here. Now I definitely recommend getting a wee tool or whatever, or if you have something that can push in there. As you can see the gap now showing. There's no gap really here. There's a gap here. Now you have this pushed in. You want to bring this flap keeps getting in the way. You want to leave enough space here so that you're able to then rotate out this section and then this lower section rotates out so that this tab is facing in here because it's going to connect in there. And you go ahead and then and tab this in. So we'll do the same on this side. Push in, just to get that clearance. Like I said, just make sure that this is up far enough so you're able to rotate out this section. See the tab's facing out the way, so you want to rotate that 90 degrees. And then this will be able to collapse in on itself. There we go. So next, what you want to do is you want to tab in the arms. So this tab is going to go in there. This is going to collapse in the waist, as you can see there. And then this tab will connect into the side. There we go. So again, as you can see, this section collapses in. This goes in the ways, and then this tabs into the side. Then you can go ahead and collapse the head back into the cavity. And with this section, you do want this panel right here, you want to keep that so that it stays out the waist. You don't want it going in here. So that you can bring this down, tab this in, go, and that just closes in like that. And then there is this tab on both sides that are going to go into slots just inside here. You rock that up, and you can see two sections. Tab in, and you can just push down this section. There's no effort really to tab in, it literally just sits there. So you just push that in at the end, collapse that up. This should then line up this tab to that slot, and the same on this side. Popped out of it. Goes into that slot. There we go. Sometimes you just have to work with it just to get it into place. But there is Fanstoys pipes in his vehicle mode. Now we're going to take pipes from his vehicle mode back to his robot mode. So, I'm going to first untab these two sections. This then allows you to bring this forward just to give you a bit of space. And you can go ahead and untab this section. Try and put that up out of your way. Then you can go ahead and bring out the head section. You actually push it from behind. Push that forward. That gets that out there. Then what you want to do is you want to untab the arms from the side section and pull them out. So you're just extending those out. Same on the other side. Untab and extend. So that's that. Extend it out. Now you will untab this section, pull it out the ways. You want to rotate this section so the tab is now facing out the ways, and this cut section is now facing in the way. So you can see the M at the back. Then you can rotate in this section just inside that, and then you can just make sure that's all right. Same on this side. You want to untab from here and pull this backwards, rotate this bottom section so that the M design is facing the back, and what you do is you just rotate in and push that into there. So now what you want to do is you want to make sure that this section is down. You're going to feed that through to the back. As you can see, you can go ahead and tab this section into here. So you have this little joint again that's facing out the back. You can rotate down. As you can see here, there's a little cutout here that's going to sit over the top of this tab. This tab is then going to go into this slot at the back. So just rotate that down, and then lock it into place. Now you can just put the head back up, set into place like that. You can go ahead, do the hand. So you want to untab this, rotate it back. My personal preference is to rotate this bit round so that the flat section is at the bottom of the arm, away from you, and rotate the fist. I close up this section, rock it back, and so this tab is going to go into that slot right there. I'll sort out the wheels at the end just because they keep untabbing. So again, you want to open this section, it'll just flop around. It's quite loose. So you want to rotate this wrist section. Now you don't have to, you can keep it there if you want, it doesn't really affect transformation, but have these two bits up and then rotate the fist. I close down this panel and again bring that back and it locks into place. Now onto the legs. You want to separate the legs. So then you want to extend the toe. I just find this one of these wee tools definitely helps for myself. So what you want to do is then just gives you the clearance to rotate that foot forward. I personally rotate this forward just because it gives you a little bit easier to access this tab, especially when you're doing the first leg. You have a bit more clearance then when you're doing the second. So then you can untab this full section of the leg. There isn't a lot of clearance, so you just have to work your way around. So this opens up like this. Then you can untab the leg, extend it up, and this will then tab in. So you have your two tabs here, and these are going into two slots up inside here. Just lines up like that. Rotate back in the leg, and all close up, and then you can close up this panel and rotate your foot back round, and that's one leg done. To start by extending the toe. It is quite stiff, that joint. I've actually seen people where they can't actually extend the toe very easily. I've been quite fortunate, it does go, but it's just very tight. So what we're going to do, we'll move this leg out of the way so you get plenty of clearance. Then lift up this tab, and this one of mine is very, very snug. Very snug. So you can get this panel down, and that was very snug on mine. Rotate out the foot, So that just gives you a wee bit more to sort of grip to untab this section. You want to extend the leg, close up this panel, and close in that panel. Fold the foot back round. Sort out all the panels, and then you just tap the wheels back and up the top. I'll just show you. There's this little tiny peg right there, and it's really hard to see, but there's a little tiny slot right there. Just that, then it does come out quite often when you're manipulating them. But there, Fanstoys pipes back in his robot mode. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, why not give me a like, a subscribe, and until next time, guys, stay awesome.